Yeah. Speaking of rising or rose, where's Donda? Like, can we talk about Kanye a little bit? It's a little bit redundant now because we know how Kanye is and we know he can get a little bit wild.
Did you actually listen to it? I didn't listen to it.
Listen to what?
When he was streaming.
I couldn't find it.
It was like a live stream.
I don't have Apple Music. I only have Spotify. So
was it Apple Music? I think it was Apple Music. Yeah, it was like a live stream, like album release listening thing.
Did people say it was fire?
Yeah, that's what everybody said. The people that I know that listened to it, but they said Kanye back to like cussing and shit. So it's like some old Kanye.
I mean, he kind of dressed like, besides the stupid shit, he's covering his face. He kind of dressed like when he was, came out for Good Music, and he's all in the all red with the all red Octobers and shit like that back in the day.
Yeah.
I hope he brings that vibe back. But the thing is with Kanye, it's like, bro, like, we get it. Like, if he drops it, people are gonna listen. But going forward, it's like again, like he's he's another guy who's starting to play God a little bit too. Like, he thinks he can just do whatever he wants.
Kanye could do more than the baby though.
Oh, he has way more leeway than the baby.
Yeah,
because he's longevity and everything is there. Yeah. But also, like, how you gonna, like, I don't even know logistically, financially how this work contract wise. Like, I know he has his own label, right?
Mm-hmm. No,
but you still gotta like.
It's under Def Jam, but yeah, good.
Right, music. It's a branch.
Yeah,
but there's still, there's still a higher up, in a way. He's the highest, but there's still somebody that.
Well, Pusha T is the president now, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he stepped down, if I'm correct. He's not. Yeah, Pusha T's the president now, if I'm for sure correct. He stepped down.
Okay.
He's not the president no more.
So my thing is, you come out and you announce the date. You announce when the album comes out, right? What when it comes to artists, like the date when your album comes out, bro, you must have been done with that shit like a month in advance. Like, and you listen to it back like 5-10 times. Your homies listen to it back 5-10 times. How the fuck did he do this release thing and not realize that he's completely satisfied with his polished album? I'm pretty sure he finished all the songs. Probably did this, came back, and was like, oh, no, I got to change a lot of things. There's a lot of things I don't like. Bro, like, coming into this, shouldn't you already gone through that phase as far as an artist? Because I'm pretty sure he's the type of guy who's like, perfectionist. So, like,
exactly.
Before you have a show like this, wouldn't you have perfected your music before you set out dates?
Well, it's Kanye, so no. I mean, we've seen Kanye do this before.
Right.
We've seen multiple. And I mean, it's the only excuse I can make for it. But like, we've seen Kanye do this before. He'll release an album, or he'll have a date and he'll push it back. And I guess even earlier in his career, he did this.
This one's different though, because he has a release party.
Not so much. Because watch, let me explain to you.
Okay.
So, even earlier in his career, like, he would push albums back, but he'll just push them back, and then they'll finally drop. And it'll still be the same to a certain extent, because as he's pushing it back, we was like, if you were like one of those people that would look for like the leaks and stuff, you would still get leaks of like the different versions of the album,
right,
until it finally released like the official one.
Do you think this is like a method to his madness, as far as he's pulling in the attention, and he wants to create this like anticipation, and he wants to keep building it, and then kind of teasing people, but also being relevant pre-album and post-album?
That was a loaded question, but yes. But also,
I don't know if it was that one question. That might have been like 5 questions in one, but yeah.
But yes, to answer all of them. But at the same time, I feel like it's more of like how you said, usually when people do this, the album is supposed to be done like a month in advance. I don't think the album was done yet. Like, because that's just the weird way that he works. I feel like the album wasn't done. He did this. Or I seen like some theories on Twitter and stuff that was saying like he bought the wrong hard drive, so that wasn't the actual album that was supposed to play.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit like too. That. Oh, did you hear? Did you see right now I saw something saying that he's paying $1 million a day to stay at the stadium and sleep
He'll
in
be
the
in
stadium
bed again.
because they show a picture of his little
Yeah, I
locker
seen his
room.
little bedroom.
Yeah, and then they got signed where it says Donda Studio at the fucking Mercedes-Benz
Just
Stadium.
like he
Like,
was just in the locker room.
yeah, he's one of the player, bro.
I don't know. I feel like this right here is for sure like a sales tactic or just for show. This is just to make more people
Aware
to build more hype it up for the album because he could have. If I'm pretty sure the album is gonna sound exactly the same or similar to whatever was played in that stadium.
Yeah,
because he did the same bullshit for Life of Pablo.
Yeah, well, here's my thing. We see his rooms, right? We see his room, and I low key kind of analyze the situation. I'm like, okay, for an artist that's currently working an album, how much materials and equipment does he need? The room looks pretty fucking empty, so he must be done, and he's just on the laptop, just touch up. Yeah, because if he's still recording, you need a booth, you need stereos, you need
shit to actually mix.
Right.
Like he had I'd seen one clip where they was listening to one song and it looked like it was a little makeshift mic right there. But that looked like just for doing ad libs. That didn't look like that was for something to record the actual song and verses and shit and the hook and the bridge and all that bullshit. It looked like that was just for ad libs. Like he playing the song back in his ear and he's trying to say an ad lib at a certain time.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure the album is done. I'm pretty sure he's just touching it up and doing the final mixing and mastering so it'll sound clean when it comes out.
He can only really do this kind of shit to this extent right now. But back then when he had to rely on CDs, oh man, imagine with CDs and he pulled this shit. How you gonna produce CDs and mail it out and with the cover and all that? Because the last really CDs he had was Yeezus.
You can't really say that. I would go further back and say the last time he released something where CDs was the main thing was
Heartbreak?
No, I wouldn't even say that. I'd probably say late registration maybe.
Because Heartbreaks is like the LimeWire days.
Because I would say Graduation and 808s and
808s was still DVDs, bro. 808 was before 2010.
No, it was more the iPod shuffle days. People weren't really using the beginning of the MP3 player days. People weren't really using CDs like that no more unless they were in the car. But for the most part.
Yes, but sometimes people use CDs to burn it and then put it into their iPod.
Yeah, but that's not. If people are using CDs to burn it, that's not sales. We're talking about the more sales back then was the people, because back then when it was on iTunes and all that, you had to actually buy the album for $9.99. It wasn't where you'd have to buy the song for $1.99.
Right.
It wasn't where you just stream it. So you were actually paying for the music to listen to it. Yeah. So once that era came, 808s and Graduation time, that's when the shuffles and the nanos and all them shits was getting big. Right.
Hey, that shit was popping. I had an iPod Touch
shuffles
and a nano
and the iTouches. That's when that was getting big. So people weren't really listening to CDs no more. And then Bluetooth was barely starting to blow up. So a lot of the newer cars were starting to really get Bluetooth in them.
Yeah,
or
but
you could use your aux cord.
To me, CDs phased out 2012. Because I remember I still bought some CDs in 2010.
I would say CDs were obsolete then.
It is because we were younger. But imagine at that time, for people who's in their 30s, they weren't really downloading shit in their iPods. We were doing it because we're just little kids that are catching on to. Yeah, they had it, but I'm saying at that time, I was still seeing adults buy CDs. Well, because the cars at that time still had CDs.
Players. Okay, you're true. Yeah, I mean you're telling the truth. People were still buying CDs because you could play it in the car, but even back then, it was more so they were slowly starting to get phased out. So it was more like a nostalgic feeling. It wasn't more so just buying CDs just to buy them. Yeah.
No, I need that fucking album. I don't know how long Kanye gonna do this, but if it does drop,
didn't they say it was didn't they release a new date August 7th or 6th?
Man, I don't need no dates. Just drop it, bro. Just literally when you're done, just press download, press export, and then just upload. Don't give the hint, don't get the date, because the thing is with Kanye and deadlines and dates, man, he just doesn't really follow it. So why even?
I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna get pushed back at least one more time. By the way.
Oh yeah. And he's probably gonna move out of the stadiums back into Wyoming. Then he'll probably upload the songs. But it is what it is.
Well, if he doesn't, he's gonna have to move out the stadium soon because football season's starting.
Yeah. What if he dropped the song on like their home opener or something? He could just walk out the room, have him showered in a few days, and just be like, "Here's Donda."
And the Falcons suck though. Why would you do it there?
That's what I'm saying. But the stadium's nice, and it's in Atlanta, so you know.
That's a nice stadium.
I didn't want to. I didn't say that as like an assuming anything, but Atlanta is probably the best place to drop a rap album.
Number of black people in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm a little. I want to go to Atlanta just to see how many white people are there.
It's not a lot, supposedly.
Supposedly, it's not a lot.
One of the homies that I hoop with, that's from Atlanta, said it's not a lot of black people there.
You mean white people?
I mean, yeah, a lot of white people there.
And they probably live like on the outskirts of Georgia.
Yeah, of Atlanta.
Huh?
No, the outskirts of Atlanta.
Yeah, on the outskirts of Atlanta.
And in the other cities, but in Atlanta.
What's another big city in Georgia besides Atlanta?
Savannah.
Savannah.
Macon.
I don't know. Go closer to the mic.
Gainesville.
Gainesville's in Georgia?
There's two. There's one in Florida and Georgia, if I'm correct.
Oh, okay. Well,
those aren't big cities, but Savannah's a big city.
Oh, okay.
Savannah, but that's the only one I could think of outside of Atlanta. Damn.
I really don't know another big cities in Georgia besides Atlanta. I really thought Georgia was just Atlanta.
Damn, that's crazy.
Bro, I literally just I'm like, what other big cities? Like, is that got to be the capital, right? If Atlanta ain't the capital, then what the fuck is the capital?
I think I don't know. My geography might be wrong. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Atlanta's the capital. Oh, Augusta. Augusta's another one.
Oh, that's where they got the big PGA tour or whatever.
Yeah.
The golf. Okay.
Athens. Marietta. That's another one. That's only the ones I really know of.
Oh.
That's pretty much it. The rest of them were like hick towns probably. Oh, Decatur. Decatur's another big one.
Never heard of that one.
That's probably about it.
I'm just not good with the South. I've never been. I'm pretty good with geography, but the South, I'm not good with the whole South and the cities and the states and the counties.
I'm a little familiar with like certain cities in the states.
I do want to go to the South eventually, but not in the summer. I heard it's just real hot and musty and humid.
Yeah, and there's a lot of big ass bugs flying around.
For real.
Yeah.
Is like Tennessee considered South? No,
yeah,
right? That's mid, right?
My grandmother is from there.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
from Nashville?
My great grandmother. Yeah, she's from Nashville.
I kind of want to go to Nashville. I heard it's nice
cool
out there. I heard it's nice.
The
it got
roaches
like
fly though, but it's cool.
Yeah. Is it real hot in the summer? It's hot.
Yeah. Yeah, but I went when I went, I was like 6, and it was in the winter, and
is
it was
it
snowing.
Like? Is there? So Nashville is just kind of like it's a city, but does it feel like a big city vibe, or it's kind of like suburbs?
Yeah, but that's about it.
That's about it, right?
Nashville, Memphis, and oh no, I'm lying. My grandmother's from Memphis. My great grandmother's from Memphis, not Nashville.
Okay, how close are they?
I don't know, but they both are like the same thing. It's like the only two real big cities, and everything else is just spread out in like Countryville.
I do want to go to Nashville just to get drunk. That's a goal of mine. And Louisiana. I really want to try.
That's from my mom and my
I really want to go.
Huh? From Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the gumbo fire?
Yeah, my grandma cooks it. It's fire. Last time I had some was like a couple Super Bowls ago.
Gumbo here that I was like, it's all right.
No, my grandma knows how to actually cook it. Like get all the actual stuff and cook it.
All right. Well, can I get an invite for gumbo? I haven't had gumbo in a long time. That shit is expensive. She only
cooks it on special occasions. Yeah, I'm gonna say
I can't find a black restaurant that makes
crawfish and shrimp and all that shit is expensive. That shit add up.
I haven't been to Boiling Crab in so long, just because I'm like, not paying for $80 for just barely a little bit of shrimp. But whatever.
I would still, but
no, I've been too broke. I've just whatever. All right, that's it. Anything else that we miss? I want to congratulate the girl Sunny Lee. Huh?
Suni Lee.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I pronounced it different. It's Suni Lee for winning the Olympic gold medal. Stepping up clutch. Stepping up when USA need her the most, and coming out clutch with the gold. We're still currently behind China, but hopefully by the end of the tournament we're up top, because I cannot stand it if we're behind China.
Why?
Bro, I don't want to be behind China on a gold medal race.
The Chinese.
Huh?
Nothing.
Bro, they look like straight robots. They got no emotions. They're just there.
Them are the Russians.
The the Chinese are more robots.
I'm not gonna lie. I be falling asleep a lot of times I'm watching the Olympics.
It's some odd timing, bro. It's odd timing.
Like right now, it's afternoon or night over there.
Yeah.
Or it's morning over there. And when it's
watch
morning
the
over here,
replay.
it's night. Yeah, I forget.
I just go on NBC and I watch the replay. I'm not even going to try to wake up at 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. or whatever. Sometimes they be playing at like midnight.
That shit starts at night. That should be starting at like 8 p.m. out here.
Yeah,
that should be running through the night. I can't make it. I'll stay up for the basketball games because those are like the first thing, and then I usually fall asleep.
Yeah, there was
the swimming, and that's about it. I'm just waiting for the track and field to start. When that starts, then I'll be up.
Yeah, that should be where we get a head start, right? Because the Chinese ain't that fast. You know,
unless Jamaica. Well, we don't really got to worry about Jamaica because they're not winning any medals or anything else, probably.
Right.
No offense.
All right. Well, that's it for Can't Tell Me None podcast. We'll see you next week. This will be live Saturday. Should we upload the bench warmer tonight? Because the draft just came out. We might just upload.
We can.
We might just upload the bench warmer tonight just because we want to stay current to the whole NBA draft thing. But this will come out same time Saturday. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and we'll be back next week. Later.